need our electrons, so the electricity is running through our body, there must be a reason, or there must be also, let's say, a system that can supply us with this energy, because just eating food, it's not so much, it's only 30%. We also generate this energy, these electrons, from movement, mechanical movement. Also on the bones, this also discovered the Professor Dr. Becker, 1985, that every mechanical movement, pressure on the muscles, on the bones, in the collagen, it's also, do we have some from aesthetics medicine here? No one here, okay. When it comes to beauty, people try most of the time to improve the skin from the outside, anti-aging doing from outside, but the main part is collagen. It's 1/3 of the fascia, and this deformation of this collagen produces it's called an induced microcurrent, and then we have the electricity again that our body produces. It's very popular, this understanding in sports medicine most of the time, because there are also some therapies that support it from the outside. But our body can do it on its own when we have enough movement. But when you are, let's say you have an injury, you are lying in your bed in a hospital, you cannot go on a walk most of the time. You have to recover, you have to lie in bed. So you cannot produce this energy additionally at the same time when you could move. So again, the human body is not only biochemical, it is electrochemical and photonic. But not only photonic, and that's the great thing about, and that's why I'm so in love with the quantum biology. The quantum biology sums it up to 4 main, how should I say, parts, what our body needs. We all know that we need to breathe in the air, because of the O2, the oxygen. Then we had already the electrons. It's the electrons. Then we need the photons we already had. So we are very, very light dependent. That's very good that we live here in Dubai. We had a lot of sun, but most of our time we are not outside. We are sitting in rooms where we are definitely deficient on this light, on these photons, and the hydrogen. So why I'm telling you this, the thing is, there are some great therapies. We have some light therapies, red, infrared, then we have the photons. We have some microcurrent therapies, microfrequency therapy, that's the electrons. We have some hyperbaric oxygen chambers with extra oxygen, and also something like molecular hydrogen with the extra hydrogen. But there's some technology that supplies you with all of them, with all of the so very important elements for our body, for our cells to function properly, to support the healing processes, to regulate the regular recovery processes, right? So, and that's what we have here with the water plasma. Because water plasma, and I will also explain you in just 2 slides, not too complicated, but to get an idea, okay, there is really some scientific, or let's say some really deep quantum biology understanding behind this. And this is how it works, or let's say in comparison, because maybe some of you already heard about the standard electrolysis. That's where the H2 and the O2 get separated. Then we have the molecular hydrogen, what's very popular also meanwhile, and very effective definitely. But the breakthrough is definitely the water plasma. What happens here? In this machine, we also separate these both gases, but we keep it together. to say it very simply. We keep it together. What happens? So as mentioned, the mixed gas stream remains together, yeah, and will be applicated or until application. But first of all, what happens through this process, through this machine? When you have here this atom in the middle, then you have the different electron rings, and on every electron ring you have the electrons. Through this process in this machine, they get a supply in the photons and they get energized. We talk about something like quantum leap. Quantum leap definitely because it's on the quantum biology level. It's not anymore on the biochemical level. And this thing, what happens is also special about this, the electrons are jumping on the higher rings. So they achieve 20 to 30 times more energy dense. They are more energy dense, 20 to 30 times much higher. But they cannot keep this state. That's some quantum physical or quantum mechanical behavior. They cannot keep this state. And what happens? They jump back to the original position. But during this process, what do they do? And what's so special about this? They emit photons. And that's so clever about this process, and this technology makes it possible, that we also get the photons additionally. And when I would come back to the slide with the cytochrome C for the mitochondrial electron transport chain, where the mitochondria produces at the end the ATP and also something like water, but not regular water. It's a different topic, or it's not a different topic. It's something that we also could explain, but it would be too much for today. And this is so special because then we also get the photons.
H4 or H1 there, because it's missing.
H plus, just H plus, such hydrogen.
Because when electron comes, then missing 2 H2O, and then it gives us 1 electron.
Yeah, you know, that would be too much confusing for most of the. So, and that's what's so special about this core balancer, this water plasma. The water plasma is the applied bioelectric support. Now we have a better understanding, okay, in our body we have electricity. We need this electricity. We need not only the electrons to support the voltage and charge separation and so on, but we also need the photons, the hydrogen, and the O2, of course. And to get an impression how the energy density of this gas, it's a gas what we apply, what we breathe in. Not only we can also drink it as a water, right, Mike?
Ja.
And also apply it as a steam.
Wenn wir das ins Wasser reindampfen, ne, wird das Gas ins Wasser, 10 Sekunden, dann wird das Wasser hexagonal und die Energie wird kurz gebunden im Wasser und das kann man trinken.
Okay,
man kann es auf die Haut machen und es wirkt extrem, hat ein ganz großes Redoxpotenzial. Genau.
We have, let's say, 3 different main applications where we can use this machine. One is inhaling just through the nasal canal. Then the second, what Mike explained actually, is that we put in the gas, this steam, the gas into water, just water, then it gets structured, hexagonal. Maybe some of you heard already about this. It's also a discovery from 2013. Gerard Pollack, he discovered the 4th state of water. So that's also very helpful for the cells. And the third one is?
Man kann es in Wasser und dann auf die Haut auftragen, dieses Wasser, und halt trinken.
Genau. Oh yeah, of course. You of course just drink the water, sure, and also apply it on your skin or whatever, yeah, on the wounds when you have something like this. And there's a video, and in this video I was, when I first time saw this video, I was so impressed. How could it be? I'm not a physical professional, but that's amazing me. I know a little bit when you want to melt metal or just a coin, that you need really high temperature. What would you think? Does it anybody know? Just give me a guess, roundabout. To melt metal.
Yeah.
Let's say we have one metal that needs the melt temperature of 2000 Celsius degree, right? With this machine, I mean, it's showing in a different way. But this gas, when you flame it, it only has the temperature of 135 Celsius. So not 2000, but only 135. But what happens, we will see in this video. Give me a second. Oh, just some music. So this is a coin, right, Mike? It's a
50-Cent-Stück.
Ja.
Nordisches Gold.
A gold, yeah? Gold one.
Nordisches
Okay.
Gold.
So I'm not sure if you missed the beginning. I will repeat it, just only 22 seconds. What he's doing with his hand in front of this flame. With 2000 degrees, I would never try something like this. And that's how the energy density in this gas is 20 to 30 times much higher. So it does not need the high temperature to bring some metal to melt, but yeah, this works so great. And as I explained you why it is so important to care about our bioelectricity first, not the biochemistry. Biochemistry can follow the bioelectricity in our body. Then I can do a lot of the infusions, the exosomes, the stem cell therapies, whatever, the supplement therapy, whatever. But to support this and make it more efficiently, you can then use the core balancer additionally for, let's say, recovery or resilience, more in a wellness application, wellness style, because it also supports you very deep in the mental health, cognitive health. Of course, in the sports performance for athletes, when it comes to injury, when it comes to prevention of injuries. Mike has a lot of experience with German football players, Premier League, the German Premier League. Of course, the longevity aspect, to giving the cells the energy that they need. Because our body is very, very intelligent. Our body is so intelligent that we can survive 70% of a lack of energy. 70% lack of energy. You will running through your life like a healthy person. No issues, no symptoms. But at the end, with the rest of the 30, when there's only 30% of your energy, main energy left, then your body shows you it with some symptoms. Whatever it is. If it's a skin disease, neurodermatitis, whatever, if it's some brain issues, okay, we have some influences from the outside, but that's for the main understanding how clever our body is that he can support our surviving with this enough amount of energy and only at the end. So that's what I wanted to try to explain when it comes to longevity. Of course, when it comes to aesthetics and dermatology, as the saying goes, true beauty comes from within. Yeah? Okay, so for now, for my part, that was all. I hope it was okay and not too deep. Of course, we can also speak much, much deeper if you want to understanding or have some critical questions. You are also welcome. And now, Mike, or let's introduce Mike in a different way. I always say, I always told my people or my clients that the thing is, at the end, I'm interested in not a study. I'm interested, does it work for my client? And how good does it work? Because what will study help me to heal someone, let's say, or support in his process to become healthier or healthy again? No. Reading the paper and understanding it and saying, oh yeah, it works. No. The thing is, what can I use as an application to support this? And how well would it work? And Mike has a lot of very impressive testimonials. We will also show you some videos, 2 to 3 videos. Here, Mark, let's go.
Bitte? Ja, genau. Ich rede auf Deutsch. Da fühle ich mich ein bisschen wohler und Peter übersetzt das, was
Schaltest du dann oder soll
wichtig
ich
ist.
schalten? Schaltest du dann auch?
Kann ich auch machen, ja genau.